Hello everyone, it is day 6 of my indefinite duration hunger strike. I was hoping today's update would contain clips from the confession of Mr. Shearer. Not the full confession. I would not like Mr. Shearer to be fully cognizant of all he said until an actual criminal investigator has had an opportunity to break him and or get him to plead based on the totality of that so that he can then implicate Boulder County Mental Health some more, as he's already done in the recording. If Mr. Shearer has to plead guilty, he will almost certainly cooperate with an investigation and nail his entire team, which is what I'm hoping for. However, I don't have that because there was a power outage most of the day, stretching at least from the hotel I'm at through the Capitol all the way to the library. So it was mostly an uneventful day. I do have one thing to report. I've been making sure to stay hydrated. The weakness is up there again, but it's day 6. It's to be expected. The one issue I've noticed is I've had a lot of pounding, and it seemed a little fast to me. I have a medical history of hypokalemia. Now, hypokalemia means low potassium levels. It's an electrolyte imbalance, which is a risk on a hunger strike. I don't want to end up getting committed, for instance, because my potassium levels dropped low, and also, it's not my intention to die on this hunger strike this week. I'm prepared to die if necessary, but not this week. The state hasn't had time to surrender yet. So, I've made the decision to, and I'm doing this on camera for full disclosure, drink one 32 fluid ounce orange juice that has 1.8 grams of potassium, 1800 milligrams, which will become bioavailable. The downside is it has 440 calories, which come from approximately 22 grams times 4, so that's 88 grams of sugars. I wish they had such a thing as diet orange juice. All of the electrolytes, none of the sugars. I continue on my hunger strike. I'm drinking primarily water, but potassium is very important. There are these things called potassium channels in your cells. They're involved in muscle action, and most importantly, they're very critical to cardiac muscle action. So I want to make sure that while I am threatening the state with calling down fire on my own position or, destroying the galaxy's supply of spice, I don't drop dead from an exploding heart. That would really piss my ass off. So, full disclosure. Now, the thing about hypokalemia is it's rarely a chronic condition, but I've run into it before, possibly because my diet consists of a lot of fast food. I'm a very picky eater, so I don't always get enough potassium in my diet, and again, as I mentioned, when I'm not hunger striking, I drink a lot of soda. The caffeine in the soda in place of water leads to an increased kidney action, which can lead to increased elimination of potassium. So it is possible my body's reserves of that critical electrolyte were not in the position they need to be in. So, this is basically an electrolyte supplement with a downside that it also has trace amounts of food in it. I ask for suggestions if anyone knows of a high potassium liquid without the implications of having calories. Because again, the only way this works is if my threat to die on the governor's doorstep is genuine, and it stands. The only thing I'm not interested in doing is dying this week. No one should die in the second week of a hunger strike, nor am I interested in being construed as making medically inappropriate decisions. The whole point to this concept, the notion of defeating a superior opponent such as one's own government, is it's all about the tactical management of risk. You need to know what risks you can take, how you take them, and what risks not to take, and how to control them. And again, Electrolyte imbalance is not the intended effect of a hunger strike. The intended effect of a hunger strike is the threat of starvation. So, bingo, you guys can't commit me. Anyways, this is day 6. On day 7, look forward to some clips from the tape. The government is closed on Monday for Columbus Day, which is still celebrated in the state of Colorado. Some other states have started an Indigenous Peoples Day in place of Columbus Day to remember all peoples who have suffered under the thumb of other people's power. And considering what I'm doing, it would of course be inappropriate of me to side with the pro-Columbus Day folks. Transform Columbus Day, you guys rock. I'd be doing civil disobedience if I had that privilege. Instead, I'm doing civil obedience, but civil fuck you. Anyways, day 6, making sure to care for my health, continuing the hunger strike indefinitely, continuing to press my advantage on the state, making sure they can't fuck me. Peace. In the shot, peace.